Hello, hello. Hey, hey. Hi, sweetheart. So good to see you, AC. Delighted to see you. All right, you guys. So we're going to get into a specific message. Don't forget, the specific messages are the ones that I leave the comments on now. And you guys can type the word heal, HEAL, into the comments. And that gets you entered to win for Monday's drawing. Each Monday now, I pick somebody at random and I do a little storytelling for them. And that happens in the specific message that I'll post on Monday. During the week, we do 1 to 2 specific messages. I kind of wait until something comes to mind. And this actually, oh my God, Aries is howling, like singing the songs of his people. If he doesn't stop, I'm going to have to go corral the baby. He just came to tell me he needed a dinner number 4. He eats like a hobbit. He has multiple dinners. And now he's all powered up on a belly full of meat. And I guess he's feeling like a powerful dog out there howling at the whatever he imagines. You guys, I might really have to go get him. Sorry. Yeah, that's a bit too much even for him. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'll be right back. Sorry. Aries, baby, come here. Come here. You did fantastic. Come on, okay? Come on. You just rest. There's my boy. I do apologize, everybody. He's a wonderful, loud protector, and he's still kind of adjusting to our new environment that we live in. And yes, so forgive me, everybody. So great to see you guys. All right, so for this specific message, I pictured somebody who was, first I saw it as like cotton balls, almost like somebody had an earache or something. They were putting like, to keep the wind out of their ear, they're like putting a cotton ball in their ear, or maybe like before nighttime or something, like as a replacement earplug maybe. And then I was like, I don't know, maybe it's a Q-tip, like cleaning out their ears. You are so sweet. You are so amazing. Electro beads. I am so touched. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much for that, sweetheart. And happy almost birthday to you, my love. I'll see you on Monday. Oh, you're such a doll. Thank you, babe. Do you want to come up and say thank you? You can? Okay, then you go rest. Be a good boy. Thank you so much. All right, so we are starting out with somebody who's either got something in their ears or they're trying to clean out their ears. Now, maybe this is somebody who's not hearing well. We did start out with Aries barking like a little fool. So let's just see where the storyline is going to take us. This could be an interesting one, especially with a false start there. We've got the Princess of Cups. We have got the Four of Swords. We've got the Six of Wands. And we have the Ten of Cups. Okay, so for starters, I don't know if somebody lives in like a really big, busy, and even dirty city, but there's also a lot of beauty in this city, right? It's belching out what should be smog, but instead is rainbow colored. This looks like a really kind of a lovely place, or like against a backdrop of, a tough life. Somebody's also carved something beautiful out for themselves. Also, I mean, there's a lot of gritty cities in this world that I just adore. Athens, Greece has a kind of a grittier side to it. I love Athens. Everything about it works for me. It doesn't feel gritty. It feels perfect to me. So I will just make that note first because it stood out to me so clearly. We have a strong connection to ancient past, also, of course, with the mummies. Maybe somebody has fossils that they care about. Maybe they're interested in ancient history, ancient mythology, ancient dynasties. But my impression is more like, I feel like somebody has a piece of artwork, maybe a sword or something mounted somewhere like on their wall, but it could be more like for, the art of it, less as a weapon, more of the art aspect of it. Like, again, like archaeology type of thing. And we see this feminine dressed like ready for Oktoberfest. This is a very timely message because she's ready for Oktoberfest, going to the beer garden, carrying some steins full of steins of beer. Sorry, I don't drink beer. So I don't like the taste of it at all. I can't believe people can drink it. It is horrifyingly bad to me. So forgive me. I know that's That's like a polarizing comment right there. 50% or more of people just said, I don't know if we can be friends, Kate. But we do have her. I could be a great beer garden server, though. I would be good at that. I would be jolly. I like the singing, the whole 9 yards. But we've got somebody, possibly this divine feminine feels like right now in the month of October, she is stepping into some huge vortex of energy. Now, maybe it's loud where she works. Maybe this is a waitress or bartender in this. These specific messages, we try to go with at whatever details we possibly can. So yes, somebody could be, a beverage server or work at a busy bar or restaurant. This could also be a party coming up. Halloween is coming at the end of the month, so that could have something to do with it. But it's interesting to say with the Princess of Cups, this is a feminine who's possibly, maybe it's going to be a night that changes her life. She goes to work and it's like against the din and the noise of everybody she's trying to serve drinks for, or at a party where there's just a lot of noise, or at some event or a restaurant that she goes to eat at. Maybe something special is about to happen. The fact that we have a Four of Swords, I feel like she's saying, I'm not going to talk to anybody. If I have to talk to them for work, fine. But I damn sure don't want to talk to any exes. I'm going out to a restaurant. I'm eating by myself. I'm just here to pick up food and leave. It could be any scenario, but it does seem to be surrounding an event where there's food and drink. And it seems like there's going to be noise because she's got like 8 of those lines in her little hand there. So I'm thinking it's a busy like bar or restaurant that she's going to, and she has no intention of talking to anybody, much less any exes. Okay, amen to that. She walks in feeling good, but I think she walks out feeling even better. This is like, I don't know if there's going to be some spillage of some beer mugs, if she's going to stay for the whole party when she only intended to go in for a minute, or she thought she was walking in to pick up some food and instead bumps into an old friend, somebody that she didn't expect, and now sits down. And she's got some kind of like, oh my God, apparently I'm sitting here singing beer songs at the bar with old friends that I didn't expect to bump into. We're sloshing some beverages around, and by the end of this, this is a night that changed my life. Either I fall in love with somebody, I meet somebody new, I meet somebody old, I hang out with a bunch of friends. This does not seem expected. That's a big thing. It feels like she's okay to go, but she doesn't realize this will be a life-changing event for her. What's nice is that she's dressed good for the event. She may be in a cute dress or something. She's dressed, appropriately for the location that she's at. But she's walking in feeling pretty good about herself, even though she's not intending to stay long. Again, it could be something simple. She's having an okay day, but she's about to have a hell of a lot better night. Tell me about this 10 of Cups. What is it that just like dazzles her? What is it that is so fantastic about this? I do think somebody's going to be spilling some drinkies, spilling some beverages, because this little river looks more like, uh-oh. And now it's like everything on the tabletop has a little river of, juice running between everybody else's cups. We've got the 6 of Pentacles. We've got the 2 of Pentacles. Oh, I didn't think about this. The 10 of Cups is anything that makes us really joyful, really happy, right? She may very well be like surprised, shocked to discover that there's a job offer that starts to be talked about, but it's like something that is just right for her. Either she was being talked about in a positive way before she walks in and bumps into somebody, or it's like, I can't believe this. This is everything that is on my list. Meeting somebody where we just have such similar ideas. Maybe we work in the same field. Maybe this is an unexpected person to meet, but it's like there's this beautiful equal give and take. And it just kind of keeps feeling like this was so meant for me, almost freaky. Like, how is this working out so beautifully? If we look at that first card, she's going through a vortex. This is a very magical moment for her in her life. This is the moment where it's like, you see the sun's ray is hitting a very precise location on Earth. I would almost say this is a gift from, maybe from Apollo, the sun god. Apollo is the god who played his magical lyre, the instrument, and he was said that his music could be very healing, very soothing. He was also said to be the god who would whisper in the ear of the Oracle of Delphi. Um, and then she in turn would, tell his prophecies to those who were asking questions, but it all came from Apollo. And I'm just picturing something along those lines for some reason. Like, this is a gift from the gods to her that is specific for her. Her meeting this person is like tailor made for her. It's everything she would have wanted. Okay, let's see if we can take a closer look, though, at first off, why is this happening? I mean, obviously, it sounds like she got a lot of really good karma coming in, but also, do we see anything else about whomever or whatever this is? Because we say it's a Ten of Cups, it could be anything. It could be, God, I just had the best night ever. I bumped into some old friends as I ran into that restaurant bar to pick up some food, ended up actually staying, talking to people, meeting somebody else. I got a job offer out of it. I can't believe it. Like, I met my group. Like, this is the job I want to work at. My friends were there with their boss, and now I just got hired. I can't believe this. But it's like by sunrise the next day, her life's going to look very different. It's very exciting. But I would like to first ask, why is this happening for her? Let's go to this deck. Especially that it's so magical and so tailor-made for her. Like, I'm really excited. But and we got to go back to the cotton ball or cotton swab thing too. Princess of Swords. In truth, I think she's been looking for something like this her whole life. We do have Medusa here, a little image of Medusa. We see this feminine, though, whose eyes are blocked by either a fish or a funky shaped helicopter. It could be either or in this deck. They made it a little hard to tell the difference. It's fish shaped and it's also helicopter shaped, which really they are quite similar. But I can't see if it's got a propeller on it or not. And that's why I'm like, I've never known for sure. But we certainly see something blocking her vision. And yet, this is normally the Page of Swords, where somebody would be doing, if not spying, they'd be gathering information, they'd be seeking the thing that they want. But it almost looks like she's had some setbacks. And when we see a Medusa head here, kind of like right in front of like her heart, solar plexus area, the story of Medusa being the Gorgon that, could turn people to stone just with one look. I kind of almost feel like her life got put on hold, or she got really like stuck at one point, just kind of like frozen in place at one point, and it was really hard for her to find whatever she was looking for, or maybe everything seemed a little fishy. It seems like she had been trying to find either the path that's right for her and was kind of coming up empty, but she's typically good at scoping things out. Like, she's aware of her surroundings, she's trying to do her best, but she still hadn't found the thing that worked for her. Now, I don't know, I gotta ask about that Medusa head, because this almost makes me think there was something or someone external to her blocking her from having some growth in her life. Knight of Cups. So she may have given her heart away to somebody in a very, like, almost a literal sense. Maybe she gave her heart to somebody, maybe they took it with them and they moved on and didn't stay with her. She could have had a pretty significant stumbling block, and that could have like bogged down her whole life path for a period of time. By the way, she does come across as a blonde in both of these cards where we see her, just FYI, but then she also has like a streak of like blue highlights here. But she's a blonde here too. But maybe it's somebody who dyes their hair blonde who naturally has darker hair, or this is somebody who's got like a streak of extra color. Yeah, with that Nine of Wands, I'm going to say whatever the Medusa was is sitting right in front of her heart or solar plexus. I think that this is a character who wanted to find their life path, but I think either giving their heart to somebody who clearly wasn't really ready to handle her heart could have actually kind of bogged her down, messed her up, turned her a little bit into stone. She may have been quite wounded. And if she wasn't able to like move on, it's almost like her energy got sapped or waylaid. I don't know. There's something a little bit unpleasant about this particular Nine of Wands. He's got these three, like, I don't know, ghostly figures behind him. I almost feel like this was somebody, possibly a masculine, who had quite a bit of drama, a lot of exes, a lot of, maybe they shouldn't have been trying to approach her in the first place. Maybe shouldn't have been trying to, accept or receive her heart if they couldn't have done right by her. But I'm thinking that she got a little bogged down over that. Okay. So when I say, why is this happening for her? And it says, well, she's been trying to seek out happiness. She's been trying to find her true life path, but she's had some blockages. So I'm guessing, universe, tell me about that. If she's been having some blockages, the universe is like, I've been trying to help. She had some lessons to learn in the classroom. Um, I maybe gave her some extra credit assignments too. But she's been learning. She's been learning. Okay, so it was a hurdle that she had to get over. Definitely something, because I always look at this card as the universe is standing there teaching the lesson, and here we are, these mortals in the classroom. She definitely has been trying to like either restore her happiness, open her heart up. But remember, even though she was going out or going someplace, she literally was saying, but I'm blocking everything. I'm going out, I'm somewhere, but I'm also still going to block stuff. I talk too much. I don't want to meet any exes. I don't want anybody to ask me questions about my heart. And actually I didn't notice that before, but right where the Medusa head is, right? We have like this all four swords pointing there, right at that same, kind of smack dab in the middle of the chest. I do think she was like, I don't want to bump into anybody who's going to ask me, hey, you alone tonight? What's going on? So I think she was either like a little bit feeling good about herself as a single person, but also not wanting to discuss anything from her past with anyone should she bump into somebody, and damn sure not wanting to bump into an ex. That says a lot about what she's been coping with while still trying to keep a smile on her face, while still trying to move forward, while still trying to tell herself, tomorrow will get better. This kind of sucked, but there's more out there for me. I don't know what happened. My heart's kind of been turned to stone, but I'm determined to try to move on, even if everything is a little fishy and I don't know what the hell happened. I think she was trying not to get stuck, and the universe was like, yeah, she's been working through it. I feel like math was always a hard one for me, but when you learn how to plug the numbers in, then I was like a little trained monkey and I could do it. It's like, oh, you told me the formula. I just have to put the stuff there. Then it was fun because I got the right answers, right? But I'm feeling like something that is really difficult. If she's given the formula, she's applying it, and now it's working out better for her. I feel like that's kind of where this storyline is taking us. She's been working through, not really getting stuck, even though she was, but she's been working through it in a very methodical way. And I'm thinking that's why the universe is like, excellent. I can see you're getting the lesson. I can see not to get hung up on a past. I can see better than to let your life grind to a halt. It's nice that you keep seeking, even though you're not finding, but you're keeping your eyes open. You're not willing to sit on the sidelines and not love your life. You're going out doing stuff, but there are some boundaries. You don't want to deal with exes. You don't want to talk about past stuff. You don't want people asking you a whole bunch about past stuff either, because that would shatter some of your healing. Your heart's a little bit like still vulnerable. But it feels like she's been making all these good choices for herself. And maybe that's the real reason the universe is like, okay, darling, you just proved you are ready to handle this. We got something special. We're sending it right to you. We've got something for you. It's really nice to see that this is something nice coming her way. Um, Let me take another look here, because I would like to say, so what is this 10 of cups, right? Is it a person? Is it a group of friends? Is it just a really amazing night where she just feels connected again? So we do have a Knight of Cups again. We have a Magician, though, this time. We have a Three of Swords. I do not feel like it's an ex. I feel like when we see the Knight of Cups, we know that had to do with the ex. The reason her heart was solid with the Medusa head. I feel like, and by the way, we definitely have somebody having a drink with like a really cool ice cube. I don't This ice cube has like a piece of, I don't know if it's cantaloupe or fruit frozen into it or what that's supposed to be, but it's like, I don't know, somebody's having like a bourbon with one big cube in it or something. But we get, it's funny to see so much like drinking paraphernalia in this. It could be more of a metaphor of like, when you're drinking, drinking in like of the night, because I'm hearing La Traviata right now. I love that particular opera. There's you got to sway when you sing it. Everybody knows the melody. Um, Type it in and you'll know it in a split second. You've heard it a million times. Super well known. But it feels like a fun, like, I don't know if people are singing in a pub or what. Like, whatever this is for her, it is a cool drink of water, or a really, that whoever this person is, they're going to be smooth. Yes, magician, so possibly a Virgo or a Gemini. Looks like a masculine. He's made out of sculpture as well, but he's holding, the sun in this eye in the sky, which is a little reminiscent of like the eye of Horus. So an eye of protection. He may have particularly lovely eyes. Maybe he's like got heavily lashed eyes or something. I know some people think that's particularly beautiful. I can't say it ever made a difference to me one way or the other, what I think is more beautiful, but he could have like very remarkable eyes or shaped eyes. But I think that the first thing is either these two like interact over a beverage or some significant eye contact. He is somehow at this place that if he had been made of stone himself, if he too had recently gone through some kind of a heartbreak, maybe he was with a crocodile lady, somebody who played him for a fool, I'm going to say that looks like he's a real kind heart and a powerful masculine, but he's been through heartbreak too. That could mean, they could be the fact that they both know what it feels like to be turned to stone. She had Medusa, and he's a full-on statue. But you notice, I don't know, that sun in the eyeball is going to melt that ice cube, and he's a real sweetie. He's real soft energy. Can we go back to the idea of the cotton balls? Is it that they're both kind of soft, or is it, I pictured it in somebody's ear first, a cotton ball, and then it shifted to a Q-tip. 3 of Cups. Oh, there's too much noise. They are definitely at like a restaurant. They may move to like an actual table. This scenario is very, like, in my brain, I can literally see her walking into like a bar, a restaurant that has like a bar on one side, and it's long and it's more noisy, and there's a bunch of friends, and she says hi to them. And then after like making her way down, maybe having a drink, chit-chatting, I feel like there's this eye contact with him. And then it's like, I can't hardly hear you. I feel like they're just trying to put their finger in their ear, like, it's too loud. Do you want to go to that little table over there in the corner? And all of a sudden it becomes an impromptu date. They may be leaving together too, because we do see that exit. Maybe they're going to be sitting at a table somewhere in the back of a restaurant. I'm definitely picturing like a nice place, kind of upscale, but also a little smoky kind of, I know we don't smoke in bars anymore. Amen to that, says the asthmatic. But funnily enough, I love blues music, and there is nothing more atmospheric than a smoky blues bar, dimly lit, I have to say. I love the blues, and just love a scenario like that. But no, I cannot inhale cigarette smoke, but there's a little piece of me that likes it, in a blues bar. Weird as that may sound. I don't know, that has this intimate atmosphere to it in this card to me. But they've got no wonder it's like, I can't hear. We have to step off to someplace more quiet, that little tiny table in the corner that's really, nobody ever sits there except maybe one person, because it's not really big enough for two, but that's going to be a good excuse for them to cuddle up. This is kind of a fun one. I love this. Yes, that is Verdi. Sweet, you're so awesome. I love that. I love all Verdi and Puccini are my 2 favorite Italian opera. I was going to say constructors, composers. Art card, which is the Temperance card. I don't know if somebody's going to sit around and play cards, or if somebody is literally going to pull out a deck of tarot cards. But this is the hand of the universe. I love this particular Temperance card because it's so different. We see this ghost town, and it's nighttime, but then we have this painting sitting out in the middle of the ghost town, and this painter is not painting the ghost town at all. He's painting the hands of the universe, and we've got these nebula, these little baby star nurseries exploding in the sky. seeding the sky with more brand new baby stars. And I just kind of think that this, I always thought that was cute that it's like the nurseries of the sky. Um, I love seeing the hand of the divine. These two are both working with the divine and they're painting a new landscape. Yes, their lives were just a little bit on the bleak side. She was loving her life, but she was still in a dirty city, belching smoke, but still, happy. But her heart was a Medusa. He was over here in kind of like a warm-hearted person that was also broken-hearted and had turned to stone until he sees her. I love the fact that that was the ghost town that could represent their hearts until they meet each other. And it's like, we are working with the hand of the divine. We both just got handed a new deck of cards here. We were supposed to meet. This is the two of them very balanced. No wonder they're meeting. One or the other of them could be an artist. One of them could love like the old ghost towns of the West or something. I always enjoy all the old towns, not just in the West, but all across the U.S. We've got some nice crumbly old ghost towns. Maybe somebody, as they start to like get together, they may talk about things like that, like, oh, you want to go to a haunted house? It is October. Let's do an authentic ghost town. There could be something fun in the horizon for them, but it feels like there's such a great match. Whatever it is that they want to talk about, it just feels like it's going to really flow for the two of them. These two, we just watched, like, talk about the little star nurseries. I don't know if these two are going to have kids at some point, or if it's just we're seeing the blossoming of a story now that these two are dealt a new hand of cards. So no wonder this whole story has been about her walking through a portal. Her life won't be the same after this particular day, this particular night. The day that she is willing to, in a very good mood, put herself out there, but she is specifically saying, the one thing I won't do an X. That's the one thing. I don't want an X. None of those. And I don't want to talk about X's. I almost think that was the big reason why the universe goes, you're ready. Okay, have I got somebody for you? All you got to do is walk into this place. You're going to meet a whole bunch of people from work. You're going to meet one of them has a brother or a cousin in town, and they need to meet you too. I love the fact that the universe is playing matchmaker over here. But it's a nice one. I really enjoyed this story. I liked all the nuances, and I love the fact that they're just in a loud place, and that's why they've got to plug their ears so they can hear each other talk. You guys, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you guys. All right, everybody. Ginger Montague, hi, sweetheart. Hi, Bobby. Denisa, you're so sweet. Moonbeam Wendy, did you have a rough work day, sweetheart? I'm so sorry, but I'm so honored you're here. We're all sending you a foot rub right now and relaxing. Travis, hi, honey. Good to see you. Are you guys talking about a matador? I think that's right, Denisa. Were you asking about a matador? Because I see Bobby Harris is filling you in on a bullfighter. Yeah. RS love. Wonderful to see you, honey. Oh my gosh, Moonbeam Wendy, you definitely deserve a good foot rub. Thank you for all you do for your patients. You work at a hospital. Oh my God, you're a freaking hero. Thank you so much for all that you do for humanity. You have no idea how incredibly admired you are. I'm sure not just by me, but by everybody. You guys are so awesome. Sees far. Oh, I love that. Sees afar, I have such a passion for the matador jackets. I don't like the whole matador concept of hurting the bulls, but I do love their jackets. That's one of my favorite kind of jackets. Matador and mariachi. Oh, I love their outfits so much. It looks so amazing. Not that they're quite the same, but a similar, very sharp look. Very beautiful outfits. Sweet. Thank you again, honey. Faye the creative. Sweetie, just know that as soon as I'm out of this live, then you guys will see the comment section will pop up, and then that's where you'll go ahead and type the word heal. If you put it here in the live chat, I won't see it again, and then you won't be properly entered to win. So definitely drop it in the comments. And I'm sorry it's like that. It's just the live chat doesn't translate over into the comments. And I always wanted to make sure that you guys don't have to be live in order to win on Monday. I wanted to make it really available to everybody. So that's why I only select out of the comments, if you ever wondered why. Buongiorno, Christy. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, Monique B. Good to see you. Align North. Thanks. I'm glad you like me. You know, it's funny. Love the colored mustard, hate the flavor. I don't eat mustard at all, but I love the color. Murdog 19. Nice to see you. Oh, Jane Doe, I'm so sorry. You poor thing. You've got an acute ear infection. That is so painful, sweetheart. Take good care of you. I hope that it heals up really soon. That's really cool, though, that your hair is dyed blonde. All right, so there were some notes in this one, huh? Well, I hope your ears feel better, babe. Hi, Raina Kamal. Nice to see you. Special loan. I hear you. My ears have actually been like seasonally, it seems like sometimes they'll get like where they just pop and crack a little bit. And they did that like a couple days ago, but I haven't had any like pain or, anything in stuffy in them or anything. Just I noticed that I'm like moving my jaw and popping my ears a little. It must be barometric pressure change. Marston, hi honey. So good to see you. Thank you for being here. Anisha Chatu, good morning, hon. You're so cute, Glow. It's so funny. Music is a really big thing in my family, even though none of us have musical talent. Like, none of us. We don't play any instruments. Um, my mom can sing, and all my sisters and stuff. Like, we can all kind of carry a tune, but we're not singers, carrying a tune is not the same as being a singer. But we always listened to a lot of different music in my household, and so we love music, and every person in the house loved different types of music. So you know how when you're in an environment where you listen to some of everything. And then I belly danced for a lot of years, so I really love a lot of more diverse ethnic backgrounds in music. A lot of different cultural music. And then I took East Indian dance classes and African dance classes. And so, you give me a West African rhythm. Oh, I love it. You give me some Turkish shiftatelli and I'm all about it. You give me some nice Greek, smooth, soft, bouzouki tunes. And, it's a little bit of everything. So that's kind of where, I guess all of our musical tastes collided. But when I was like 15, my first big passion was I love blues music and harmonica. So anyway, there you have it. Nelly, hi honey. Bobby Harris, congratulations. Awesome. Good for you, hun. You went a year before you even realized you'd quit drinking. Oh my God, that's amazing. Hi, sweet. The Earth, Wind, and Fire card. Yeah. So true. So true. Test your tots. Hi. Slave Princess. Dionysus. Awesome to see you. Electro Beast, thank you again so much, sweetheart. That was so generous of you. And a very happy almost birthday to you as well, hun. I'll see you on Monday. AC, sweetheart. Nice to see you. Sunflowers, Moon Power. Sending you lots of love, AC. All right, you guys. I am going to still get over to the other channel. I'd like to do one more, I think, for Libra, a past life message. I thought that would be fun still tonight. See Zafar, that's awesome. Little Feet by Spanish Moon. I don't know that. I'm going to have to listen to that. Denisa, you love music also. I think it's such a universal thing, right? Like music, I think just pulls us in And it's like when you're having a really difficult time in life, I think that, songs speak to you and it's like, oh my God, that person knows how I feel, that songwriter. It's really amazing. Music is so supportive, I think. All right, you guys, I have to still look at my baby. I don't know what he's doing. GR, thank you. Dragon Fortnite, wonderful to see you. All right, I'm going to go see the baby and I'll catch you guys on the other side. Lots of love. Bye.